What is going on, everybody? So I need your help today. We have a customer who has a beautiful Red Sea aquarium, and this tank has fake coral in it. Now, they've been toying with the idea of getting rid of the fake coral and doing real coral and real rock. And I want your opinion. I want you guys to vote on this and let me know what you think. If they should keep the tank the way it is, or if they should go to real coral. But first, we are gonna take this little baby snowflake eel to a customer's house. The customer has been waiting for a long time for an eel, so I'm really excited to bring it to him today. And this little guy's been through our quarantine process. He's ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and bag him up right now and bring him to the customer's house. And I can show you the tank that he's gonna go into. I'm a big fan of getting eels. They kind of creep me out, which is weird because I love snakes. But for whatever reason, eels kind of, I don't know. I never look forward to this. So he's around the sponge filter. Look at him wrapped around there. Little buddy. This actually might work in my advantage. Easy enough. Wow, that was easier than I was expecting. So perfect. So we got him bagged up. Look how cute little buddy is. Active. Plenty of energy. I'm really excited to put this in the customer's tank. So let's pack them up, head over to the customer's house. See you there. All right, so here we are at the customer's house. We got our eel in this bucket. We're gonna go ahead and bring him inside and float acclimate him and temperature acclimate him and do all that good stuff to get him ready for the tank. But let me show you the aquarium. So this is the tank that he is gonna be going into. It's a pretty good size aquarium, and we have a good variety of fish in here. We have some anthias, we have some tangs, we have some damsels, we have a couple different clownfish, some skunk clowns down below, and marine betta right here. And there's also a green spotted puffer fish. Now this tank does have corals, but nothing too crazy. And we got some monopora growing right here. We have some mushroom corals on the substrate. Some euphyllia corals here, some leather corals. Basically just kind of a mixed reef, nothing too complicated, all kind of standard stuff that you see at most fish stores. I really love how this 24K lepto is growing on this rock. I cannot wait till the whole rock is covered. That's gonna look badass. Oh, and I see the black widow anemones snuck up behind those blastos. Yep. I love this black widow anemone. Anemones can be a bit tricky just because they will sting coral, but I really like this black widow anemone, and I think it's gonna be I really think it's gonna look good in this tank, so I don't mind it in here. We're just gonna have to be careful with it. All right, so I'm gonna get him ready right now, and then I will show you guys what he looks like once he's in the tank. And, oh, sprung a leak, uh-oh. All right, so we gotta make this kind of a little bit hard. We gotta speed this up. They also have this small little nano Red Sea aquarium, which has little yellow clown goby, which I love that fish. It has a sailfin molly, has some blue chromis, which I'm going to take these guys out of here today and put them in the bigger tank because they're getting too big for this tank. There's some mass gobies over here on the side, hanging out. Got a cleaner shrimp to the side here. It's got some basic corals, nothing too crazy. Some zoas, some rock flower anemones, softies. I love that sponge. Some clove polyps, and oh, we have right here this little guy. It's a trima goby. So all smaller fish in here. Basic setup. Look at that beautiful gold Discosoma mushroom. We have a blue Discosoma mushroom, and there's a bunch of fish underneath here too. I think there's a high fin goby or something like that that's hiding underneath the rocks. We're about to find out because I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to tear this apart to get those chromis out and put them in the big tank. Boom. But it's got to be done because they're getting too big for this aquarium. And then that way, when they're out of here, I can put more small fish in here and really fill this tank out. Because that's what I really want to do. I want to get more fish, neon goby right there. I want to get more fish in this tank, but more appropriate size fish. I really want to fill it out. All right, so we got the eel fully acclimated. It's going in. My guess is it's going to go right down there where the marine betta is. That seems to be the best spot for it, although I'd like it to go over here. I'd like for that to be his permanent home, but here we go. All right, bud, here's your new home. All right, here we go. And what did I say? Right there where the marine betta is. Hopefully everybody gets along. Yeah, Lee, well, that was quick. Don't even see it. These things are, oh, there he is right by the marine beta. What a cute little guy. So he's gonna go explore the tank, find where he needs to be. I know that the marine beta loves that area because it's nice and shaded. So it's gonna be interesting to see how those two play along together. Now I know a lot of people might say, you know, given the fish that we have in here, won't the eel go after the fish and eat them? First of all, the eel's too small. Second of all, snowflake eels, their diet mainly consists of crustaceans. So crabs and shrimp and things like that is mainly what they go after. And this tank is pretty well fed. Not to say that, you know, when the eel does get bigger, that it might, if it, you know, it's opportunistic. If a fish gets in, you know, in its path, it might go after it. That's a very real possibility. But this tank is really well fed. We haven't had much problems in the past with the snowflake eels eating fish. So our hope is that, I don't even see it now. It must have went somewhere else. Did the marine beta scare it out of there? No, it's gone for now. We'll find it again. But that's not to say that, you know, we're not going to keep an eye on it. The customer really wanted the eel. We're going to give it a try. We're going to, you know, feed it crab, feed it clams, you know, keep it well fed and all that stuff. All these fish in here, clownfish, the tangs and stuff, they can handle themselves pretty well. The marine beta, the damsel for sure, they can all handle themselves pretty well. Even this Anthias, you'd be surprised, but this male Anthias is the absolute boss of the tank. He is a beast. So yeah, there's an opportunity, there's a possibility that the eel could maybe snatch a fish, but oh, there he goes in the back, just sliding along right here. Just right there on the back. Yeah, there's a possibility that the eel, once it gets big enough, could grab a fish, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And if we have to, we'll take them out. But, you know, in the meantime, the customer can enjoy the eel. It's gonna be some time before the eel gets big enough to do any damage, if it does. So we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna give it a shot. And it's gonna make the customer happy, and the eel's got, especially an eel this small, is gonna have a great opportunity to live in a nice, well taken care of tank where he's gonna be spoiled, and the customer feeds a wide variety of foods. He's gonna just fit perfectly in this tank. And I love how the rock work is open, so there's not really many places this eel can hide. So we're always gonna be able to view it, no matter which way, you know, this thing decides to go. We're always gonna be able to find it, which I think is really cool. And look who's out, the blue jaw trigger. I actually forgot about this fish because he likes to hide when I'm here doing the service. But I just kind of wanted to, the eel is in, but I just wanted to kind of also show you guys the tank right here. That blue jaw trigger is so skittish. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the tank, you know, with live coral, a well-balanced ecosystem. This tank isn't complete. There's still plenty of room for more coral. We're getting there. We're just going little by little, no rush here. And kind of wanted to show you guys what we got going on here before we go to the next tank that has the fake coral. I just want you guys to kind of take this all in and see how everything looks. Love the star pop on the overflow. There you got your big mushrooms. And the other thing to take notice of is, you see how this clownfish right here is kind of interacting with the coral as well. He's kind of being hosted by those mushrooms right there. And that's kind of like his little area, his little home. I've just turned the blue light on. I did put the chromas from the smaller tank from the Nano Aquarium into here. They're hiding right now. It's gonna take them a bit to kind of get acclimated, and hopefully they can, you know, fit in. I know there's a lot of fish in here that will probably bully them for a little bit, but there's multiple in here, so hopefully they can adjust to the new tank. But let's go ahead and head to the customer's house who has the fake coral, and I'll see you guys there. So here we are at the customer's house finally, and let me know what you guys think. Look at this. Take it all in. I'm really curious to hear your opinions on this. So they do have real coral. If you look here in the back, that's green star polyp growing on the back, all in the back of the glass there. So I love that. That is real. Everything else in here is fake. Now, the thing with having fake coral is you have to take it out and you have to clean it regularly, because it grows algae on it really, really quick. And it also will eventually grow coralline algae on it and things like that, which will take away from some of the color of the fake coral. So you won't have those reds and the yellows and the greens and stuff like that, because eventually those will get brown, eventually those will get green. So you have to take it out every so often, and you have to clean it, which is a big pain in the butt. This coral, this fake coral, is not cheap. If you go online and you look at what this stuff costs, it is a pretty penny. It's extremely expensive. So this is not a cost-effective way of doing it. I think real coral is actually cheaper than the fake coral in a lot of ways. Now, because you have to take the coral out every so often to kind of clean it, that does kill a lot of that beneficial bacteria. So it also doesn't help filter your tank as well. Although you don't have to keep your lights on as long either, because, you know, obviously you don't need a long photo period in your tank. But real corals will help filter out your tank and keep it clean, and kind of part of the biofiltration where the fake corals don't. I think people underestimate the amount of maintenance that goes into fake coral. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Should we keep it just like this, or should we take all this out and replace it with live rock and live coral? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching.